Hey y'all, how's it going? So today I want to talk about some awkward moments and just what it's like being a foreigner in Korea. So today's specific video topic is going to be hair in Korea and specifically having white Caucasian hair in Korea. The first thing I want to say is a lot of Koreans don't have very solid concepts of other types of hair. In Korea, you do have a little variation in color. For example, I have seen some kids with like brown hair, but most of them have very, very dark brown to black hair. And I have also seen a couple of kids with curly hair, but most of them have just like very, very straight hair. And most Korean hair is also a lot thicker. God bless their hearts, it's so much thicker. Which leads me to having ridiculous amounts of hair in B and feeling completely inadequate with my mane compared to theirs. Because they are not really familiar with other types and textures of hair, mine becomes very, very interesting to them because it's so foreign. For example, the first thing that I get when people touch my hair, specifically my students, my co-teacher, my friends, everybody, they all say the exact same thing. They all touch my hair and they all go, doll hair. It's like a doll. And like they all specifically say it's doll hair. And I don't know why this is. Like I've felt doll's hair and it doesn't feel that specifically like mine. But they all say the exact same thing. Apparently my hair is exactly akin to a doll's, which I guess is a compliment. The other thing is, a lot of Koreans don't understand the color change that my hair has gone through. Specifically, my hair is thick, but at the same time, it's very, very fine. So when you touch it, it feels very soft and very thin, but it's not thin, it's just fine. And because it's fine, it also has a very, very strong tendency to get sun bleached. So a lot of Koreans do not understand this concept. Specifically, my hairdresser is a great example. He is supposed to know exactly everything about my hair, right? But the last time I went to see him, he held up my hair and he looked at it, and the first thing he said was, of course, "Oh wow, it's so damaged." And I was like, it's not, I swear. I don't blow dry, I don't straighten, it's just white. I was like, please don't compare my hair to Korean hair, I'm gonna cry. But the second thing he said after that self-depreciating comment was he held up the ends and he's like, the ends are a different color. When was the last time you dyed your hair? And I was like, I've never dyed my hair. I temp dyed it a few months ago, but it's all washed out. And he's like, very skeptical, obviously. He's like, no, but your ends are a different color. And he held them up to the top of my head to show the color difference, and there was a color difference. My ends are much lighter. And I was like, oh, that's from sun damage. Like that's sun bleaching from when I lived in the United States. And he was like, what? I mean, I still, to this day, I don't think he believes me. I think he just thinks that I'm lying about getting an ombre job. But really that's what happened. Living in Louisiana, our sun is a lot stronger and also our summers are a lot longer. So I spent a lot more time in the sun. Not to mention, even if Koreans' hair did sun bleach the way that mine does, I don't think Koreans would ever see that because usually Koreans, bless their heart, they never see the sun because they don't want the wrinkles, they don't want the tan. So they're always walking around with umbrellas and stuff, so I don't think a single ray of sun has ever hit their hair. Even just the natural progression of my hair's color as a baby, I had white hair. Everybody in my family had white hair as children. And as we've gotten older, it's gotten darker. My brother and I, we're still kind of closer to blonde. My sisters are both more dark hair. And when I show pictures of myself as a kid, my students are very confused. They're like, do you dye your hair now? And I was like, no, this is natural. And they're like, okay. Did you dye your hair then? Like, no, my mother did not have me as a baby sitting in the tub bleaching my hair white. They get a little confused because a lot of Koreans don't really have that extreme difference. Maybe their hair is, a little bit brown or a little bit black and then it changes to one or the other. But in general, Korean hair doesn't really have that color texture difference the way that foreigner hair does. So it's a concept that I have to explain to them that yeah, my hair is naturally, as I've gotten older, gotten darker. Naturally. And the last thing, and this I will give them this, it is a little confusing, but my hair is very malleable. even for a white person, my hair is very malleable. Naturally, I would say it is wavy, but I can literally, with no heat whatsoever, change the texture of my hair from straight to curly, like the full genre. For example, this curly is the result of me taking a shower, putting in a little bit of hair gel, and doing this. Curly. Let it dry, done. And then the reverse of that would be, if I want it straight, I just pet it while it dries. I just like stroke it and it dries straight. And then wavy is just if I don't touch it at all. This is a strange concept to my students. Like the fact that I've never gotten a perm, what's called magic straight thing, because, oh God bless, my hair would not survive that. It is too fine. So when I come in and one day I've got curly hair, the next day I've got straight hair, the next day it's wavy, my students, they always ask, like, teacher, what's going on? Like specifically curly like this, they're like, did you get a perm? Or in student speak, teacher, perm? I'm like, no, this is natural. And they just get so confused. So that's something I also have to explain to them, that like my hair I can do that if I want to. And to my co-teachers as well, like when I show up to work with fairly wet hair, I'm like, I'm sorry, it just takes 3 hours to dry when I do this. No, I'm not joking. Like they're like, really? I'm like, yes, 3 hours. Like at least 3 hours. When I wash my hair, it's like a day, you know, an afternoon event. I'm not going anywhere that day. Yeah, it's just the way that it is. That's it for today's video. If you like this kind of video of like stories of just living in Korea, like it, let me know. If you want me to talk about some other subject, let me know. And I love your faces, and I will see you next time. Bye.